Welcome, yogis. As you join, I have 2 blocks and I actually have 2 blankets, but you can have as many as you like. I just encourage you to sit up on the blanket and open up your hips. See. Good. Okay. Come on, guys. Come on. Open as all you can. Jackson, you good little boy. Good, good, good. Everybody's so good. Hi, Joe. Hi, Teresa. Nice to see you. A little bit of a rainy day, I think. I'm just hoping it doesn't. We've begun to do yoga outside in the village of Millbrook by the band shell on Tuesday nights at 6:30. There's my little what do you call that? Promotion. So I'm hoping it doesn't rain as it rained last week. Though with the band shell, I've realized we can always go. We can go in the band shell, which is perfect, rain or shine, which is nice. Joe, so nice to have you back. I hope you had a wonderful time away. And again, I ask if you're here, check in and say hello. Give me that support. I'm definitely trying to reach out to you guys, stay connected. But it's also nice to know that you're out there. And hi, Vince. Thank you that you're out there. This one thing about this FaceTime is that I don't see you, and as much as I love all of our opportunity here to connect, it is nice to know that you're supporting me as well by just saying hello. Means a lot. So today, this beautiful day, just dropping in, finding some movement. Hello, Tori. Thank you. And Val. Just dropping into our practice and kind of grounding ourselves. I know, sometimes when the weather is a little, it's like it's not raining, it's not sunny, and it's kind of in between. We kind of feel in between as well, especially in these summer days. So, nice place to start is our practice, right? Just dropping in, just grounding ourselves into it. So, let's get going. So as I said, I have some blocks and I have my set of blankets. I'm going to just put one aside. Good. And sit up on one. Yeah. And then today, just as we begin, again, if you like, you can cross your legs in this Sukhasana, or you can open it up into any shape that feels comfortable to you. I'm going to slide blocks under my knees or my thighs a little bit just to support my seat today. And then just as we begin, just a nice gentle rock side to side, just kind of taking that time to spread the sit bones, right? And really kind of drop into this seat, this foundation here of Sukhasana or whatever seat you have taken, right? Up to you. And just notice that time as we kind of drop into our practice, right? We might go from kind of busy energy, trying to get here. And then once we arrive, can you allow yourself that time to just settle in? Yeah. You might dim your eyes or close your eyes if you're comfortable. And you might notice different sounds around you, right, in the other room, or if you have birds outside your window, I can hear all the birds chirping. Whatever it is, just notice those sounds. And then just allow them to kind of fade a little bit and just come a little bit more inward. You can smile at those sounds and just let them be a little bit more in the background. Let the shoulders melt down the back of the body, and as we do this, you get a little bit more length into the neck, but also just space to settle. And then today we're going to bring these fingers, these fingertips of the index finger and the thumb into Gyan Mudra. So this Gyan Mudra is the pointer finger, the index finger, and the thumb touching. And they're touching ever so lightly, right? There's this connection with this gentle index finger and thumb touching, and the ring, middle finger, and pinky finger are just kind of going to stay out softly. And you can take and turn these palms up to the sky just gently, or you can turn them down, up to you, right? Find what's right for you. This mudra, unified consciousness, right? So coming together in union, the you, the me, right? Connecting. This index finger sort of pointing back to the me, the thumb to the you, right? And we come together. And just notice this light touch of the fingertips and this connection that we're looking to receive. Just let yourself soften into this. And again, you can always have the palms turning up or down. And just begin to feel the breath here in your body, this rise and fall of this beautiful breath. Notice where it is in your body. See if you can allow the breath to soften and expand, right? So taking a little bit of control of the breath, the prana, this life force that runs through us. And just feel the breath as it rises through the center line, this channel of light in our bodies, rising up. And softly releasing back, down, and out. Just follow this breath. And begin to take note of the tickle of the breath at the end of the nose. Take note of the sound of the breath as it draws in and out. This expansion and release as the air draws in and out. And just stay with this present moment, this unified space of consciousness that we're searching for, bringing us together, bringing you and me. This light touch of the index fingers keeping us connected, actually lifting our diaphragm as well. And just stay here a few more rounds, really dropping in today. Again, this weather sort of leaving us in a place of, what am I going to do? And right now, just be present for the breath, for your body, for the Gyan Mudra connection. And just take a few more rounds here. Beautiful. And then softly, just bring these palms together in Anjali Mudra, right? This seal, this Balancing of the right of the left, the masculine, feminine, this dropping in, and bow your head to your heart. Moving into that heart space even further, even deeper, where the love, the light is. Feel that space within you, honoring it. One more breath here. Beautiful. And then from here, just lifting your head. We're going to take and bring these hands down onto the earth in front of you. So you can always switch your legs if you're feeling that you want to undo the legs and bring an opposite leg in front. Totally fine. And then again, just feel as we drop in again to this connection, this union, right? This soft movement, maybe side to side, a little bit of rocking, letting the head go. And not taking it so deep that the only place you feel it is in the hips and the back. I want you to feel this up the spine, into the neck, into the shoulders. And just notice as you kind of gently sway side to side that the mind relaxes as well. Endlessly searching into a space with breath, with connection. And if you like, you can always slide out a little bit further, but that's not the goal, right? The goal is just to open up loving kindness, union, connection. Good. Take another breath. Beautiful. And then from here, draw the navel in and up. And we're going to slowly walk ourselves back. And we're going to take and bring this right hand down onto the earth alongside us, or it can always be on a block. This left hand is going to reach up and over. And right there, I want you just to bring that index finger and thumb together into that Gyan Mudra, right? And it keeps us connected. Keeps us out of that space of pushiness, of striving so, and just connected into this beautiful space right here, right now. This nice stretch into the whole left side of the body. And if it feels okay, just take the gaze up and even soften that top arm a little bit. Maybe the gaze even comes up towards the fingertips, the Gyan Mudra. Beautiful. And then take the gaze down and just reach that arm long again. Should feel good. One more breath. Beautiful. And then slowly we're going to come back up. But we're going to take this left hand, we're going to bring it down onto the earth. Maybe it finds a block if you would like to use that. And this right hand sweeps up and over. And as you sweep, just bring that index finger and thumb together. Nice light touch. Really staying present into your practice today. Feeling each morsel of the practice, that sweet goodness of the side stretch. Good. And take another breath here. And if you like, again, you might take the gaze up a little bit, bend that elbow a little bit. Maybe just look to that mudra, that connection. Linking you, linking me. And then gaze goes down as that arm reaches long again. Taking it a little deeper, just feel that exhale. So good. Draw the navel in and up, and then we're going to come back up. We're going to take these hands and we're just going to slip them behind us. Fingertips are going to face forward, and we're going to take the legs out in front. Yeah? So as you do, just take a light movement of windshield wiper side to side. Yeah? Just taking that time to just shift. Should feel good. One more time, each direction. Perfect. Good. And then coming back through, and we're going to re-find our seat, bringing the opposite leg in front. So most likely the leg you started with, if you switched, sit nice and tall. Notice how this feels in your body. And then bring the hands down onto the earth, or again, you might slide some blocks under the hands And just let yourself rock side to side. Just let go. You can always slide a little deeper. Should feel good. Beautiful. Take a few more breaths here. Maybe you slide a little bit more out. It doesn't have to be about how deep you go. Just tap into the goodness, the whole body, that spine, that channel of energy, of light traveling through your body. And just let yourself bow down into it, opening the shoulders, the neck, softening and relaxing the mind. Beautiful. And then slowly just rolling yourself back up. And then from here, sitting nice and tall, we're going to take that left hand behind us and this right hand to that left knee, growing nice and long, and then taking a nice twist here as you draw the navel in and twist at the ribs and the chest, the shoulders. And then from here, just let that chin dip a little bit, so it's kind of dipping down towards that right chest. And then from here, take the left hand, find that Gyan Mudra, and then place it onto your heart. And we just bow here, feeling some nice stretch or energy up that right shoulder and neck, the belly button, lifting the diaphragm, opening, but also this bowing down, this beautiful humility, this honoring. One more breath here. Now, begin to lift your head slowly. And we're going to take this left arm up to the sky. Stay with that Gyan Mudra. And then over, as you reach over that right knee. And just breathe there. Again, maybe you open up that heart. Maybe you take it a little bit deeper. Doesn't have to be though. Just feel a nice stretch at the left edge of the body. Gaze might go down. Just explore the shape, moving into this place of quietness, mental health, right? Gyan Mudra also helps us connect and be stable and peaceful. Beautiful. One more breath here. And then slowly we're just going to unravel and bringing both hands, they come to those knees. Just pause there, neutral spine. Inhales and exhales. Beautiful. One more breath. Love it. And then taking this left hand to that right knee or thigh, and the right hand slips behind you. We're going to grow nice and long. And then just begin to take this twist, the belly, the ribs, the chest, the shoulders. Let the heart space open, shoulders melt down away from the ears. And then just slightly tuck the chin. You're kind of tucking it down to that right chest a little bit. Relax the left shoulder, nice space into the left side of the body. And then placing this right hand with the Gyan Mudra, just place it onto your heart space and bow down. And again, when we do these mudras and these pauses and this bowing, notice how it feels. Allow it to be full of humility, full of grace, full of honor. Good. One more breath here. And then begin to lift your belly, lift the chin, keeping that Gyan Mudra into the right hand. Begin to sweep it up and over, getting that nice side stretch through the whole right edge of the body. Maybe the gaze goes down. Maybe the gaze goes up. Beautiful. Take your time. Notice how it feels. Again, tapping into space of peace, of health. One more breath here. Beautiful. And then slowly we come out of this. This time we're going to take the hands behind us, fingertips facing forward. Legs are going to come out in front, but a little bit wider than we did before. And then we're going to take, and I'm just shifting my hips to the opposite direction. We're going to take our knees over to the right, hips kind of shift to the left. I want the heart to open up and gaze to be over the left shoulder. Or again, if you're heading the other direction, just gaze opposite direction of the knees. And just take your breath there. You can always dip the head if that feels okay. Or keep it a little lifted. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then just slowly bringing these knees back through center, a little shift of the hips the opposite direction of the knees, and reset it up. And just reach out of the hands. Try not to collapse into the wrists and shoulders. And if you like, again, you can just dip the chin a little bit if that feels good. And just take a few breaths. Good. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then from here, very slowly lifting the head, knees come back through to center. 1 more seated pose. Soles of the feet come together, Baddha Konasana, bound ankle pose. And we're going to sit tall here. And then allow the shoulders again to melt down. Hands can be knees, shins, ankles, whatever feels right. And just allow, kind of drawing the hands into the ankles or shins, and allow that to help you get a little bit longer in the spine and the shoulders down the back of the body. Yeah. Let the knees relax. Take your breath. And again. Beautiful. Find a nice inhale here. We're going to tuck the chin, tuck the tail, and we're going to sit back into this. So the more you sit back into it, the deeper it is, but also the more we tuck that chin in, right? So just exploring balance a little bit. And we're going to take about 5 breaths here, really opening up the back of the body. Each exhale, softening you, relaxing you. Good. 2 more. Sit back, dip the chin. 1 more. Beautiful. Now draw the belly in and up as you begin to lengthen the spine to support the movement. And then slide the hands down, maybe a little bit towards the ankles or wrap around the toes. And come forward. Take a breath here. Nice inhale, expanding you. And then exhale as you melt into this forward fold of Baddha Konasana. And just taking your breath here for 5 breaths. Again, opening up the back, but also you're going to feel a little bit more of the lower back, hips, and inner thighs. And don't forget about the shoulders and the neck. It should feel sweet, should feel good. Beautiful. Continue with the breath for 3, 2, and that 1. And then draw the belly button in and up as we roll ourselves slowly up, always supporting the spine, not jerky, not fast movements, controlled and connected. And then from here, we're going to slide ourselves into tabletop hands and knees position. So again, you might take and keep a blanket underneath your knees to give yourself a little extra cushion. And you can always have your blocks close by for some lunges in a little bit. And just find as you move into this tabletop, the hands are underneath the wrist, but then connect to that. Really open up these hands and take a moment just especially with this weather and this humidity that sometimes comes with it. We get a little swollen in places. So a nice stretch of the hands, lifting. I've lifted the heel of my hands and then bring them back down, and a nice little cupping of the fingertips. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to move into that cow pose, curling the toes under if you like, lifting the chest, lifting the tail. Take a pause there. Take another breath. And inhale. Stay for the exhale. Take a nice inhale and then begin to release the toes, round the spine to the sky, tucking the chin and breathing into the shoulder blades. Take a breath there, the exhale, pushing out of those beautiful hands. One more breath. And then with your next inhale, begin to move that spine into cow, tail lifts, chest lifts. And then exhale, back into that cat. Again, maybe you curl the toes into that cow, that's up to you. Exhale, maybe release the toes into the cat. 2 more rounds. Inhaling, curling the toes. Beautiful. Exhale, tucking the belly to spine, spine to the sky. Beautiful. From here, come back to a nice neutral space. And from here, we're going to take this right leg. We're going to reach it behind us, curl the toes under, and sit back into that heel, right? So we often do this. Nice stretch of the calf, stretch of the back of the leg. And keep the belly drawing in and up. I just noticed that my spine was really rounded. I don't want that. So I want you to not do what I do. Draw the belly in, crown of head, reaching forward, and heel reaching back. And just a few little nice gentle rocks back and forth over that foot. Beautiful. Now from here, find some space to kind of draw everything in, and we're going to lift that right leg, or you can keep it down. It's up to you. And we're going to take this left hand, find that Gyan Mudra, and reach it out in front for 3, 2, beautiful, 1. Take that left hand, bring it down, and we're going to take this right foot, and we're going to turn that heel down onto the earth, and take that left foot out to a little kickstand, and we're going to move into this nice side plank. Haven't done these in a while. And again, find that Gyan Mudra. So whatever it is for you, there's a nice stretch into that top hip, that Gyan Mudra opening you up. And if you like, you can always take this arm over your head, and you can play with lifting that back leg as well, flexing or pointing the foot for 3, and 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring that back foot down again. Bring the hands down and move back into tabletop position. Curl the toes, lift to your cow pose. And exhale, round into that cat pose. So good. Coming to the other side, that left leg reaches out behind to start. Toes curled under. And just find that nice long spine, belly drawing in. Remember, we're not collapsing into the lower back. And just a nice rocking back and forth, heel to crown of head. Building strength, yes, into these arms. Letting the belly button lift to the spine. Good. 1 more. Beautiful. Now you can keep that left foot down if you like. Or you might lift it up as we come into this balancing. I actually like to curl my bent knee toes under, but that's just me. And then taking the right arm out in front, finding that Gyan Mudra. And again, that left foot can always be down for 3. Connect. 2. 1. Beautiful. That right hand comes down. This left toes come down, and that left heel comes down onto the earth, and the right foot makes a little kickstand as we slowly begin to lift into this side plank, right? Dhyan Mudra, index finger and thumb. And just pause here. If you like, you can let this top arm reach over your head. And you can also lift that bottom leg with a flexed foot or a pointed foot, or just keep it down. Whatever it is for you for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly we come back down. Left hand comes down, left knee comes down. Take an inhale into your cow. And this time exhale into your dog, downward facing dog. So you don't need to take a dog if you're not taking dogs today. You can always bring the knees down. Move into child's pose. So just always allow yourself in practice with me to make it yours, right? So if you're in the dog, I encourage you to shift a little bit, rocking a little bit, side to side, bending one knee. If you're in a child's pose or a puppy dog pose, nice slow movement here as well. Beautiful. Good. Take your time. Wherever you are, we're going to take 3 more breaths. So if you'd like to bring the knees down from your dog, your downward dog, you can. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful. From here, we're going to take both knees back down onto the earth. And we're going to take this right foot and we're going to step it forward. This is where those blocks slide in, if you have them, or books. We're going to step it forward and have that right foot be a little bit wider and have the blocks to the inside of it. And then we're just leaning into this lizard pose. So as you find that space, again, that right knee is a little bit wider. That heart is opening. And you should feel a nice space into that left hip, into the shoulders, into the chest. And just take your breath here. And then from here, just want you to let that chin dip. Feeling some nice, a little tuck of the chin, and then you'll feel this, believe it or not, into the front of that left hip. Notice how that feels. Good, 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And we have a few options here. So you can take the gaze over your right knee a little bit and kind of relax that hip open slightly. You can also take that a little bit deeper. So keep opening it up. Maybe that right hand finds that right knee. Maybe the gaze goes a little bit deeper over that right shoulder. Whatever it is for you, you can always take that hand, wrap it into the lower back, keep adding on. You can reach back for that back foot. Again, these are just options. Take what's right for you, which honors that sort of endless, unified consciousness that we're looking for, right? It honors our mental space, our mental health. 1 more breath wherever you are. Beautiful. Releasing out of this. So if you lifted the hand, it comes back down to the blocks. There's back with that alignment, the knee and hip alignment. And then we're going to extend this front leg, this right leg long. So the blocks are staying to the inside. And just take your time. Doesn't need to be this huge stretch. Let the head go. And just breathe into your body. Good. Taking 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then bringing that foot back down onto the earth. And we're going to step that right foot back. So we're back into that tabletop. And here's those options. You can slide into a child's pose. You can lift up into a downward dog. I have my blocks under my hands, which I love taking. Downward dog with blocks just creates more space into the body. Easeful space. So whatever it is for you. And just take your time. Child's pose, puppy dog pose, downward dog. Taking 2 more breaths here. Good. And then slowly, if you're in the dog, we're going to bring the knees down. And then from here, we're going to take that left foot, step it forward, and we're going to bring the blocks to the inside or the hands to the inside so that left foot goes a little bit wider. And then we reach into this lizard pose. So it's a lunge, but with the hands to the inside. Encourage blocks, books, something to lift you up a little bit more. Open the heart. And then slowly, this is where we dip our chin and notice that right front hip. Yeah. The more you dip, the more you're going to feel that nice kind of edge into that front right hip flexor. You should smile at that, right? It's so curious as you dip down the head, where it goes into your body. Taking about 2 more breaths here. 1 more. And then slowly just beginning to lift your gaze. And then from here, just taking your time, we're going to allow this body to take a little bit of a deeper movement. So maybe the gaze goes over that left knee, right? So you'll notice again that I'll go into your right hip. There's a little bit of a twist. That left knee relaxes. Maybe you then take that left hand to that left knee and open it up a little bit more. Just notice, don't overdo. Maybe you take and bring this left hand into your lower back, palm facing out, heart open. Maybe you bend that right knee and reach around, finding the foot. Ooh, that's a big stretch, so just be mindful. There's all these different levels here. Take what's right for you for a few more breaths. Beautiful. 1 more breath. Perfect. And then if you have that left hand lifted off the earth or block, bring it back down. That left foot comes back into alignment here. Shift a little bit. And then extend that left leg long. So making it yours, you can shift the blocks, let the head go. Just breathe in and out. Taking a few more breaths, just let go. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then from here, that left foot is going to come back down onto the earth. But this time, we're going to take that right foot and we're going to lift that right knee up and draw the belly in. And then see if you can take that right foot and step it wide to the outside of the right hand, right? Turn the toes out. And then sit into this a little bit, that malasana, nice and modified. Hands can be on the blocks or slip them to the knees and just move a little bit side to side. And if you like, come back. Gaya mudra, that mudra of unified consciousness, linking you, linking me, that space of mental health, of peace. Lift the belly in and up. 1 more breath here. Beautiful. Now bring the hands down, earth or blocks. Begin to extend the legs long, turning the toes in. So feet stay a little bit wider here. Slide the hands to the shins. Get this nice half lift. You're going to feel a nice stretch at the back of the legs, the crown of the head reaching in front, belly button drawing in and up. Take another breath. And then slowly soften the knees and just let yourself go. Even taking opposite elbows here. Just draping like a monkey. Feel space at the backs of the legs, the back of the spine, the neck and shoulders. One more breath. Beautiful. Take a nice inhale. Let the arms release with the exhale. Soften the knees again. Lift the belly in and up. Eyes open as you roll up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the shoulders roll down the back of the body. Let the heart space open. And then from here, slide the feet back underneath you. Standing tall into Tadasana. Feel that space and breathe here. Tap into that heart space, that health and wellness. One more breath. Beautiful. Bring your palms to your heart center. Bow your head to your heart. And then from here, lifting your head back up. We're going to take this right leg and we're going to step it back into Warrior One. Right? So the toes on that right foot, they're at about 2 o'clock if you have a face of a clock in front of you. That front left knee is bent. And the heart is open. And just pause here. Hands stay at the heart center for a moment. Focus, drawing in that right side, that left side, that energy into the heart space. Beautiful. Take another breath. And then from here, take these arms up to the sky and find your mudra, Gyan Mudra. And just pause there. Feel the strength in your body and just again that connection. One more breath. Beautiful. From here, we're going to open this up. Keeping that Gyan Mudra, slowly Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. That back foot opens up. The gaze out in front. The palms turned up slightly as we connect and open. Good. One more breath. Beautiful. Now from here, bring that left forearm down to that left thigh. This right arm sweeps up and over our head. And again, maybe you keep that mudra. Nice, soft index finger and thumb. Beautiful. One more breath. Beautiful. Come back up. Slow, controlled. Take that back hand, wrap it into your lower back. Front hand, reach into this reverse warrior. Maybe the gaze goes up as you lightly look. Watch your balance. Good. Maybe you can bring that hand down into your heart space. Deep connection, deep humility. Beautiful. And then from here, slowly reaching back. Warrior Two. And we're going to take this front foot and we're going to turn it in so we're in that wide stance. And from here, palms are going to face down and we're going to fold forward into this nice wide stance, forward fold. Let your head go. Shift around a little bit. Make it yours. Breathing in, breathing out. You can always take the hands into another space. Maybe you wrap them to the outer shins, the edges of the feet, yogi toe lock, or keep them underneath your shoulders. Taking 3 more breaths. One more breath. Beautiful. And then very slowly lifting the belly in and up. Good. Lengthening the spine. Hands can come to the hips And lift back up. Beautiful. Turning back out, warrior two. And from here, stepping forward, take your time. It's a big step as we close up. And we're gonna move into tree pose. So finding your tree pose. That right heel, left ankle, hands at your heart center to start. That drishti, that focal point out in front. Maybe you take this, lifting the arms. Maybe you slide that foot higher up the calf or up to the inner thigh. And just breathe for 5, 4, 3, it's a lot, 2, beautiful, and then bring that foot back down for 1, hands move back into that beautiful love and light space of your heart center. Take another breath. Beautiful, lift your gaze out in front. Hands can stay at your heart center as we step this left foot back and find that warrior one on this side, right? So the back toes at about 10 o'clock on the face of the clock. This right knee over the right ankle. This left hip rolling into neutral. And just gaze out in front for a moment. Just find this inner peace, this inner quiet. And then from here, take and reach the arms up. Again, this mudra of connection. This mudra of peace and calm and wellness. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then we're just going to open this up. Staying with the mudra if you can. Yeah. Palms can face up. Yeah. Back foot opens. And again, this isn't that rigid, stiff. This is open. This is calm. This is peaceful. Virabhadrasana 2, yes, a warrior. We're strong, but can you tap into that space of mental wellness, that space of peace, of calm? 1 more breath. Beautiful, love it. And then from here, that front forearm can come down to the top of that front thigh. And this arm sweeps up and over. Maybe you stay with that mudra. Get that reach. It should feel good. And again, these little gestures. Maybe you bring that hand down to your heart space. Maybe you keep it long. 1 more breath here. Beautiful, lift the belly in and up, and as we begin to move, we move into that reverse warrior. Backhand sweeps in, and front hand reaches up and over. Gaze can be down, gaze can be up. Watch your balance. You might even take that hand, bring it down onto your heart. And just relax for 2, and 1. Love it. And then from here, reaching back to that warrior 2. Really nice. Gaze out in front. And then we're going to take and step forward. So maybe 1 big step, but just remember, the hips are really open now. So we're asking to kind of dig in to take that step, or maybe it's a few little steps. Doesn't matter. It's always difficult, right? It's always a little challenging. It's why I do it. And then hands come to your heart space and slide that heel into the ankle, and just find a drishti, that focus out in front. If you like, you can always, again, reach the arms up, index finger, thumb connection. Maybe that foot slides to the calf or even higher to the inner thigh, up to you. Taking your breath for 4, 3, 2, and then bringing that foot down for 1 and hands to your heart space. And just bow, just reconnect. Beautiful, 1 more breath, so nice. from here, take and sweep these arms up to the sky. Get that nice big reach. Palms together, soften the knees, and fold forward. Beautiful. Take that half lift. Doesn't need to be huge, right? Just nice, gentle practice. Step back. You can come to tabletop, to child, or you can shift into a downward dog. Whatever it is for you. Take a few breaths. Just let yourself open up into this present moment. Breathing in and out. One more breath wherever you are. Beautiful. And then these knees slowly down to the earth. Toes release, and you can always slide to the child or stay a little bit higher if your knees are bothering you. Just keep a nice balance of your body. Good. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Beautiful. And then slowly coming up, hands and knees, and we're going to roll onto our backs, coming down onto this earth. Should feel really good. Good. Taking your time. I'm going to move this fat cat so you can see me. Yeah, and then from here, just shift that lower back and let that shoulder blade spread and heart be open. And we're going to take these hands softly out to a T. Maybe you find your mudra of that index finger and thumb. And then a couple of options here. We're going to take these knees, keeping the feet wide, take them over to the left, right? So we've done this nice shape earlier, and I love this stretch, just opening up the front of the hip flexor. If you like, you can always take that bottom ankle and kind of wrap it to the outer edge of that top thigh or knee. It'll take it deeper. I want you to be really careful about the lower back. I don't want it to go into the lower back. So in any shape or form, if it doesn't feel right, just unhook that ankle and bring it back down, right? It's just another little add-on that doesn't have to be added on. And just take your time. I'm going to take about 5 breaths here. Let each breath keep you connected, keep you peaceful. Beautiful. And then slowly from here, bringing the knees back through to center and shifting, taking the knees now, keeping the feet wide, keep taking the knees over the opposite direction. And same thing as you arrive, just settle. And if you'd like to take that bottom foot and kind of hook it a little bit to the outer edge of that knee or thigh, then do. And just breathe here, whatever it is you're doing, just make sure it's right for your body. The lower back, the knees and hips. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. One more breath. And then from here, slowly bring the knees back through to center. Maybe just a soft windshield wiper back and forth. Good. And then you're going to find that blanket or 2, or if you have a bolster, and we're going to lift our hips up and slide this underneath our hips. So getting a nice lift of the hips, if you can see me. Yeah, good. And then from here, with that lift, right? So you can be on 2 blankets, you can be on 1, you can be on a block. I want you to take the Right ankle, cross it over the left and stay there if you like, or you might slide the hands behind that left knee. With a blanket, bolster, or block underneath, it creates a little bit more of a tilt, which makes this a little bit more enjoyable if you're really tight in your hips. Take your breath. Two more breaths here. Nice stretch of that right hip. Neck is soft and long. Beautiful. And then slowly bring that left foot back down, right foot back down, and coming to the other side. Left ankle crosses over that right knee. And again, you can stay here. Just let that left knee open up, or slide the hands behind that right knee. And take your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Two more. One more. Love it. And then slowly from here, just take these legs this time and bring them to the sky. So you might have to adjust, right? I want to keep something under your lower back because it keeps this very nice and easeful, nice inversion, right? Feet to the sky. The blood moves through your legs back down to your heart. Gyan Mudra. Let that happen. Let that heart open. We're going to just take about 5 breaths here. Breathing in, breathing out. Follow your breath. Keep the mind present right here for this time together. This connection of the index finger and thumb lightly touching. Another way to just keep that mind here into this space of health, of peace, of connection. Love it. And then slowly bring the knees into your chest and then bring the feet down onto the earth, slipping that blanket or prop out from underneath you. And just one more shape before we move into Shavasana, and you can also leave this shape out, or you can come into it and keep it for the whole of Shavasana. Soles of the feet together, knees open wide, and here's a place again where you can slip some blocks or blankets underneath those thighs. Soles of the feet together, bound ankle pose, and in this reclined position, that supta. Maybe you find that mudra again. Maybe you just place the hands down onto your belly, grounding you. Find your breath here, just let it go. Let yourself move into this earth. And again, you can stay in this Baddha Konasana with the knees wide, or you might now just slide the legs long. Whatever feels right to your body. stay for 2 more breaths. Just stay with this practice. And slowly, you might begin to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingertips, and just roll over to your side into that fetal position. And then softly, just begin to lift yourself up, finding your seat. And finding that Gyan Mudra, index finger and thumb, and just drop in as we take a minute here, just a minute to be present for this moment, right here, right now. Follow your breath. Feel some peace inside you. Beautiful. And from here, bring your palms together, Anjali Mudra. Bow your head to your heart space. Taking an inhale as you lift your head. Exhale out through your mouth. Inhaling for Om. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis. Wonderful practice. I hope you enjoyed it. Also, just a reminder that the Friday class, the Friday 10:30 slow flow, will now be on Thursday 10:30 through Zoom. So please email me your email address so that you can take this same class Thursday at 10:30. So it'll be Tuesdays Facebook, Thursdays 10:30 on Zoom. Please, it's the same thing. You can turn your camera off. I just, for the month of July and August, I will not be teaching on Friday, okay? So please, I hope you join me and continue to support me and allow me to support you in this new environment. And also, class, there is a class tonight, Tuesday night, 6:30 at the Band Shell in Millbrook. Thanks. Oops, I keep pressing the wrong button.